Minister, the Ulster Bank abandoned about 1 million loyal customers. We have vulture funds like Lone Star and Mars Capital and Start Mortgages ripping people off with ridiculous interest rates. Isn't it time for a public not-for-profit banking system? Instead of selling off the remaining share, government share in Permanent TSB and the AIB, that we should actually use those institutions that we still control to set up a not-for-profit public banking system that actually cares about the people of this country and their customers?
Minister.
Thanks, Deputy. Notwithstanding good progress in reducing our shareholdings in the banking system and returning funds to the Exchequer, the State remains a majority shareholder in AIB with 53% and Permanent TSB with circa 62%. It continues to be this government's belief that banking in the main is an activity that should be provided by the private sector, and that taxpayer funds which were used to rescue the banks should be recovered and used for the benefit of the citizens of the State. The State recently completed a share buyback programme with AIB, and we continue to sell shares in AIB through a trading plan, phase 3 of which has been operational since the 11th of January 2023, with Bank of America Securities acting as the trading plan manager. Indeed, I will continue to monitor market conditions for further opportunities to reduce the State shareholding in AIB over the period ahead. With regard to Permanent TSB, the State is currently not selling shares in the bank and has no near-term intentions to do so, with the priority being the successful and the safe integration of Ulster Bank's loans, customers and indeed staff. The Retail Banking Review, published by my department in November of 2022, considered whether the introduction of a local public banking structure would be desirable. It concluded that the credit union sector should be given the opportunity to transform into a community-based provider of universal retail banking products and services. The findings of the review are available on my department's website, and I would highlight the work that Minister Carol McNeill is doing in relation to supporting the development and the growth of the credit union sector, and including the passage of legislation. We're seeing more mortgage activity now, we're seeing more investment in technology, more current accounts being opened up by credit union members and so on, and we can elaborate on that.
Well, 15 seconds, Deputy Boyd Barrett.
Is there a single shred of evidence that privately run for-profit banks have worked in our lifetime? We had to bail them out after the madness of the Celtic Tiger, which they helped instigate, and now they're ripping people off with mortgage interest hikes, profiteering.
We're out of time, Deputy, now, I'm sorry. Completely out of time. Minister, do you want to make a very brief response? No?
Yeah, I mean, Deputy, we have to have a banking system that provides services to customers. The State had to rescue the banks, invest an enormous amount of money. We are recouping much of that money, but we still have a journey to go. But all of that work and the services provided by the banking sector, who of course support thousands of staff in Ireland, is complemented by the work of the credit union movement. And I think their community focus, their volunteer ethos is unique. The government is a very, very strong supporter of the credit union movement. And the truth is that the sector is now looking at and is embracing enormous opportunity. As you see bank branches closing around the country, credit unions are present, they're embedded in communities, and we are providing now the policy and the legislative framework to enable them to grow and prosper into the future. And we will continue with that work.
Many thanks.